Beautiful day. So, let's just get right into this, okay? I already changed the card. I already spoke over the cards. Let's get it. Clowns, upright. Moist towel, reverse. People with no rhythm. 5, 6, 7, 8. People that's unclean. Explosive, upright. X-ray, upright. Old-fashioned, upright. Saturday at Costco's in reverse. Bottom of the deck. Top of the roller coaster. Okay, so we got clowns. These are people that don't like to take the don't like to don't want to accept the consequences for their actions. These people go for anything, you know. They're gullible, they're weak. They put on a mask, okay? They're fake. Yeah. Okay. Then we got moist towel. Okay, these is people. This is somebody who was not able to use someone as a wet blanket. Somebody that was not able to transfer that energy over to someone else, and just dump their energy onto someone like that. This is moist towel in reverse. They were not able to use someone else as a wet blanket. People with no rhythm, people that are not connected to the Most High, people that have no connection to their ancestors, they have no connection to the Holy Spirit. Okay, they're not in atonement. Okay, they have no connection with the earth, nature, nothing. Okay, they have no rhythm. Okay, any rhythm that comes around them, they pick up on that rhythm. Okay, anybody can come around them and kind of like, you know, change the trajectory of their life because they have no rhythm of their own. Okay, dog farts. These people that are unclean. Okay, unclean in and out. Their soul is unclean. Okay, which makes everything about them unclean. Okay, regardless of what they eat. Regardless of how good they eat or whatever, what comes out of their mouth is unclean. So, and that's only because their soul is unclean. Yeah, and what goes in is unclean as well. So they literally, their cells work against them, not for them. Okay, explosive, something that's very dangerous, something exploding. Somebody could be having an outburst. Somebody could be arguing. You know, somebody could be doing something that is just dangerous, flat out dangerous. Okay, X-ray, seem right, something something that has eyes to see, something that is seen through, something that is seen, something that is exposed. Okay, old-fashioned, something that's old. It could be traditional or it could be outdated. It could be old, short-lived. Saturday at Costco. Okay, this is in reverse. So this means that someone doesn't have to penny pinch. So someone doesn't have to dip into that savings anymore, or they don't want to have to penny pinch or dip into that savings anymore. And this is top of the roller coaster in reverse. This means that something didn't even get off the ground. Okay, something didn't even make it to the top of the roller coaster. Something didn't go anywhere. Okay, so let's get some tarot. Okay. Let's get into this. Okay. Two of Swords. Okay, so these clowns that don't want to these clowns that had a mask on. Okay, these clowns that had a mask on that was fake, that was pretending, right? These people that were that don't want to accept the consequence for their actions. Okay, they didn't think about the consequence for their actions. Alright, these clowns that was fake, that was putting on the mask, they are blocked off. Okay, they blocked off. They dealing with blocked emotions. They dealing with just a blockage in the way they think. Okay, they could be blocked off physically. Something could be blocked off in their lives. Okay, but I'm getting that they are just blocked off in their mind. Okay, in their emotions. They kind of don't even know what to say. It's kind of like they just blocked off. Okay, where someone was once probably full of life and just, you know what I mean, happy, talking a lot, you know what I mean, laughing a lot. They just kind of blocked off from all of that. okay? I'm getting like, you can hear a pin drop around these clowns, okay? They so blacked off. They just, I'm getting, they talking amongst each other. They sitting around. I'm getting that they just like, have nothing to say. They have no words. Like, they lost for words type of thing. Yeah, they know they was wearing a mask. You see that mask? They know they was wearing a mask, and then they blacked off. They don't even know, like, in which direction do they want to, like, you know what I mean, cause some type of commotion. I'm getting, because they're clowns, they're always going to cause confusion and commotion, but they don't even know where directed towards. They need to direct it towards themselves and see that they need to change, need to introspect, they need to self-reflect. That's what I'm getting, because they were not able to use someone as a wet blanket. They were not able to use someone as a wet blanket, which is the next card. So let's see what's next. Death. Yes, okay. They was trying to use someone as a wet blanket, okay? They were trying to cause a death for someone. By using someone as a wet blanket. They know they have the spirit of death on them, and they were trying to like put that onto someone else. Yes. And I'm getting also too that because they were not able to use someone as a wet blanket and dump all of their stuff onto them, all that spirit of death onto them, right? What they had done to get themselves blocked off, okay, wearing a mask, pretending. I'm getting that because they was not able to dump this onto someone, right? They were unsuccessful with using someone as a wet blanket. Now they had to go through a transformation. They are being forced to go through a transformation because they were unsuccessful in using someone else as a wet blanket. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, and that's what's next. Okay, 7 of Wands. Okay, so people with no rhythm. All right, so these is people with no rhythm. Okay, I'm getting that these people with no rhythm, right? They're walking on eggshells. Yeah, they're walking around on eggshells. Okay, they gotta walk around very careful right now. What they do and what they say. Right? They clowns. We already know that. They blocked off. We already know that. And they wasn't able to use someone as a wet blanket. So I'm getting, because this like moment of silence that they're having, where they're being forced to like deal with what they have done and deal with this transformation that they have to go through. Right? I'm getting that these people with no rhythm, they are working on eggshells. They're trying to be very careful with how the way they move now. Yeah, they have to be very careful now with how the way they move now. Yeah, okay. And I'm getting that they still trying to be persistent with whatever it was that got them in this situation to begin with. I'm getting that they still trying to be persistent with doing this, with trying to be successful, with trying to use someone as a wet blanket. Yeah, or causing a death to someone. I'm getting that they still trying to be persistent with this, but they trying to do it in such a like secretive way, okay, in such a careful way. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. These are people that still haven't learned their lesson, okay. These people that just do not get it. They don't get it. They don't have any rhythm. They don't hear the Most High speaking to them, telling them to go through this transformation, get it together. Like, this is a lesson for you, not for you to continue try to keep pursuing. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, dog farts. Next, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so these people that are unclean really want to have a new beginning. Okay, they really want to have a new beginning. Like, these unclean souls, they really want to have a new beginning. Okay, I'm getting that, like, because this Ace of Pentacles is walking through heaven's door. This is walking through heaven's gate. Okay, this is when you're given a new beginning. These people are too unclean to have this new beginning, so they have to wear a mask. Okay, they have to try to dump their trauma, the spirits that they are dealing with, the spirit of death that they are working with. They trying to dump it onto someone else. Okay, to have this new beginning. Okay, they still trying to be sneaky, okay, and in a way they do this, okay, to have a new beginning. These people want a new beginning so bad. They do not want to work themselves to get this new beginning. They want this new beginning off of using someone else as a wet blanket so bad, okay. They are like I'm getting that they are not like trying to take no for an answer, okay. I hope they know that they telling the Most High and the Holy Spirit this, and not the individual who they're trying to dump this onto. Yeah. They dangerous out here, okay. The next card is explosive, okay. They want to do this by any means necessary. They are dangerous, okay. Not even just for the person they're trying to do this to, but they dangerous for their own selves, okay. Yeah, highly dangerous, okay. Explosive. I'm getting that there's arguments taking place too, okay, between these people, okay. I'm getting that they just want to explode and crash out. I'm getting that somebody could have crashed out or wants to. Yeah, I'm getting that they just very dangerous to the environment. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Yes. So I'm getting that this is a Queen of Swords. Okay, she has a lot to say. She has a lot of outbursts. Okay, this is an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. They're having a lot to say. Yeah, they having a lot to like to say, as far as like I'm getting that they are the ones that are upset that this not work, that they were not able to use someone as a wet blanket or bring death upon someone. I'm getting that they are the ringleader to this. They're exploding. They are dangerous to, yeah, whatever they say out their mouth. I'm getting that it's an outburst. I'm getting that they have no control of their emotions. Okay, I'm getting that they speaking very, very ill, very nasty about someone that they was not able to use as a wet blanket and cause a death to. Yeah, I'm getting that they are just dangerous. Okay, they're exploding inside and out. Everyone can see. I'm getting that every time they open their mouth, it's just they are having outbursts. They're crashing out, man. And I'm getting that they telling a lot of lies. They telling a lot of like they speaking like very ill on this person that they was not able to transfer this energy onto. Yeah, or the spirit of death onto. Yeah, they being forced to go through transformation. But I'm getting that they are dangerous. They're having outbursts. Okay, yes. They're still trying to plan something that will be very dangerous for whoever this is, that they were not able to bring the spirit of death upon, and that they were not able to use as a wet blanket. That's what I'm getting.